So in light of the new bill that the governor of California passed that essentially outlaws all Glock handguns because they can be easily modified into automatic weapons, I've decided to do a very brief look at, or brandishing of, I've already opened it, the Glock Field Knife. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my waist belt, and then that'll give you a little bit better of an idea of what kind of knife this is. First thing I wanted to mention, the blade is 11 inches long, okay? When it's inside the sheath, tip to stern, it's about 12 inches. So there's going to be times when this bumps into things. There's going to be times when it takes up space. It is designed for a 2-inch belt. I have a 1.5-inch belt. That's why it's slipping around like that, okay? The first thing I want to say is that when you're getting into a car, if you hold your knife on the side like I do, you want to tilt it forward a little bit like this. That way, if you're seated in your car, you're talking to someone, I'm not talking about police, anybody but police, you can have your arm over it and you don't have to have anyone know that you have a literal 11-inch knife sitting right next to you. In terms of drawing the knife, this is not a Kydex sheath, meaning that it is not heat molded to the shape of the knife. It is a plastic clip that undoes the hilt. The only way that I've ever known to effectively open the knife is a way that some people will gladly disagree with, and I can understand why. Opening it with my thumb and using my index finger to pull the guard up, and then tucking it under the guard, and then whatever, you shift grips and do what you gotta do. But naturally, in a situation of duress, I could push it up too high real fast and then put my finger like that, and that edge is hair shaving sharp. So I could slice myself, and literally, if I were in a knife fight, I would have made the first cut and it would have been on myself. One last thing I want to say though, isn't it nice that you can go on Amazon, you can buy a knife that actually says made in Austria,